All right, everybody, welcome back to Ball Players Guide. Today we're going to be talking about your Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, of California, of Los Angeles. And this team is depressing. Last year, they were 72 and 90, and they were horrible across the board for all statistical columns, except for home runs, where they
They
were
have
top
homers.
four. They bang. They can't hit for average. They can't run. They can't pitch. They can't field. But boy, can they hit home runs. Thank you, Joe Adell. They are not good. And their farm system is not good. It's bleak if you're an Angels fan. Sorry, Swilly. They lost Taylor Ward, who they traded for nothing. Did they get anything from him? I don't remember. I just remember I
Grayson
was like,
Rodrigez.
that's what it was. Thank you.
That's
I
not nothing,
felt
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just felt underwhelming because Taylor Ward is a good offensive player, and they just were kind of like, see ya. And it
That's
didn't
actually,
seem like they traded him for like any reason.
if we want to talk about that deal, that's actually a good deal because there's only 1 year control for Taylor Ward, and
Shut
then
your
and
damn
then you get
mouth.
Grayson Rodriguez for like 3 or 4 years.
They
I think
also
it's 4 years.
lost.
Yeah.
Shh.
Anywho,
They also lost Kenley Jansen, Kyle Hendricks, Tyler Anderson, Jose Urania, Andrew Chafin, Minnesota Twins legend, best shape of his life, and Luis Rengifo. However, they did bring in a whole bunch of players, including every single free agent pitcher above the age of 35. Brent Suter, Jamer Candelario, Jose Siri, Trey Mancini, Nick Sandlin, Kirby Yates, Drew Pomeranz, Jordan Romano, Von Grissom, Alec Manoah, Oscar Inoa, and Grayson Rodriguez. They brought in bodies. I don't know how many of them are going to be good Major League Baseball players in 2026, but they have players. They can field the team.
I'm just confused at what's going on. Like they this sorry Angels fans if you're watching, but like
They're not
this
watching.
is I I don't know what this is. Like
they can never commit to a rebuild.
yeah.
Mm-mm. They've got
And
okay, so their lineup confuses me. According to Fangraphs, they have Zach Neto, stud. Nolan Shanuel, I think, is pretty good. Mike Trout, I haven't heard of him. We'll see if he pans out. Then you have Yoan Moncada as your four hitter. Then Joe Adell, who dropped almost 40 bombs last year, but can't play a lick of defense. It's disgusting to watch. Josh Lowe, Jorge Soler. Who knew Jorge Soler was still on this team, or let alone in the major leagues? Because I didn't. Logan O'Hoppe, who can't hit and also can't field. So that's great out of your catcher. And then Christian Moore, who I think will probably be okay. Their bench is Travis d'Arnaud, who's old. Vaughn Grissom, who has had three different stops in the major leagues and hasn't really done anything yet. Adam Frazier, who is a non-roster invite, but also he's Adam Frazier. And Joey, I want to let you say that last name because I don't have a guess.
Bryce Teodosio is
Ever heard of him?
my best guess.
Stud. I don't know anything about him. This lineup, like part of it's like, okay, you got Zach Neto, right? Like a Mike Trout, obviously, like Joe Adell can hit. And then everyone else is just kind of like, I feel they're always like a few years too late for a bunch of these guys. They're just trying to catch lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, the only player that you're really excited about at this point is probably Zach Neto. I mean, I know Joe Adell had a bunch of homers last year, but
If you want to see something disgusting, look at his baseball reference page. It's insane. Or not baseball reference, baseball savant. Sorry. It is all over the map. It's insane. I'm trying to find Zach Neto contract.
so Joe Adell must be a terrible fielder.
Yes.
Just god awful.
Yes. And they're sticking him in center,
Uh-huh.
which is a problem.
Uh-huh. I think at this point you'd rather have a 35-year-old Mike Trout roaming center field and just hope he doesn't get hurt. Because I mean, Joe Adell can cover as much ground out there as me, and I've had three knee surgeries and I'm fat.
I'm looking at Joe Adell's like overall career stats. In 2022, he played 88 games. He struck out 107 times and walked 11 times.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's
But
really good.
he's good for a strikeout a game and a walk about one every 5 games ish.
That's what you want.
On base
Prototypical center fielder.
on base is sub 300. Even he hit 37 homers and his slugging was 485. He had an OPS under 800. Like he
Uh,
had like a just over league average OPS
Yeah.
pretty much. Like he wasn't.
That's
Yeah, he had 37 homers and had a 1.2 WAR. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive actually,
He
considering he
only
played
yeah
every day in the field.
he only had 19 extra base hits other than homers, 18 doubles and a triple, and that was it.
got wheels. The burner. I don't know, man. We don't have to talk about Joe Odell much more. I mean, we probably should. It's like he's like their team. I think at
Yeah,
this point, but
just
we
it'll be great. Prove everybody wrong, I guess.
if you want to see a fun um like baseball reference page, like for real, Zach Neto. He's like next up in that like next shortstop tier. It's like Gunner, Bobby Witt, Brooks Lee, and Zach Neto. See what I did there? He's fun to watch. I
One of
mean, if
those
you're gonna
names,
watch,
yeah, one of those names didn't belong.
yeah, Bobby Witt, get out
Yeah,
of here, bum. I mean, if you want to watch a fun baseball player, like watch Zach Neto. He'll lead off the game, and then you can turn off the Angels game because that's all that you really need to be there for. Because then,
If Mike Trout's still healthy, support him and watch him too.
yeah.
yes, yeah. What's their 1, 2, 3? Neto, Shanuel, and Trout, and then get the frick out of there because it's disgusting. And then they also have to pitch.
Ooh.
Their number one, their ace, who had a good season last year,
He was good last year.
but he's 35, is Yusei Kikuchi. I don't know if I like that in my ace. Your number 2 is Jose Soriano. Your number 3 is Reed Detmers. Your number 4 is Grayson Rodriguez. And then he's only 26. That's crazy. And then your number 5 starter is Alec Manoa.
Hey, pressure is what you put in your tires, man.
Yeah.
So that on a pillow. And then their bullpen, over half of their guys are 33 years old or older. And I mean, Pomeranz was good last year for the Cubs. He started off hot. He came back down to earth toward the end. Then you have Robert Stevenson, Kirby Yates, who's 39, Jordan Romano, who hasn't really had it the last few years, Brett Suter, who throws 60 poo,
God,
and it's just he has an elite Jim Carrey impression.
Yeah.
this bullpen would have been so good 5 years ago.
Right? Like that's just it. Like everything is just so late. I don't get it. Like, have they not updated their like software for like scouting reports in a while? Like, what's going on? And they don't even have any prospects to, like look forward to. Their number one prospect is the guy that they just drafted. And he's 20, he's almost 22 years old. And he's fine. You have another guy who's 24, who's a pitcher, who's projected to be in AAA. A couple single A guys. I mean, it's bad for the Angels. It's bad.
They do have Ben Joyce on the shelf, so he maybe is an option at some point this year. I don't know. It said he had shoulder surgery, so who knows if he's the same, but throws hard.
He throws really hard. And with the torn labrum, I'm sure that's going to be just fine. I don't know, man. This is dark. We should try to find something positive with the Los Angeles Angels. What's the
Yeah,
positive?
well, this isn't positive, but
Okay.
like their ceiling in the ALS is fourth, I think. Like they could be
Yeah.
better than the A's maybe. But
I
like, but the Mariners, Astros, and Rangers are all gonna be better.
yeah, I think the A's are probably
And I could see, yeah,
better,
I could see the A's being better too.
but yeah,
At least they have something to look forward to next year
yeah.
or this year.
We're going to talk about the A's coming up in a couple of episodes. And spoiler alert, I like the A's. I think they're fun and they're young and they have a direction. And then once, if they get into their new stadium in Vegas, I think they could be really, really fun. These Angels are just really, really depressing. And that's all I have to say about that. I guess the one thing for us that's kind of fun for the Angels is Kurt Suzuki is their manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll
And
be rooting for
so,
them.
yeah, we'll be rooting for Kurt and we'll kind of be watching like with a side eye because if he kind of outperforms expectations and the Twins underperform expectations, we're going to be like, what if? Like
Mhm.
we could have had Kurt, but
It was a weird deal with him because they only gave him like a 1 year
Yeah.
contract, and so I mean, it's not a good team, so he's probably in one of the worst situations possible. But
yeah,
How many managers have they had in the last few years? Because like Joe
well,
Madden wasn't that long ago.
no. And then it was
Ron
Ron
Washington,
Washington, and then I feel like they had another like young player like try to slot in as a manager in between Madden and Ron
They
Washington.
had Joe Madden 2020 through part of 2022, and then Phil Nevin took over. I think he was the bench coach at that
oh
point.
Yeah,
yeah,
And then he was there for a year and a half. And then Ron Washington was there
of
for a
course.
year and a half. But I think he had health issues. I think that's why. And then they had Ray Montgomery finish out the year. I don't know who that
Everyone's
is.
manager of the year, my manager of the year. Thank you very much.
So since 2020, this is their fifth manager.
oh yeah. Forgot about
Technically fifth. Yeah.
Forgot about Osmus for a year,
Yeah.
and then
Oof.
it was
So
so
since 2019,
yeah.
they've almost had a different manager every year.
I have a take about Ron Washington that I'm gonna get off when we get to the Giants because he's on the Giants staff for this upcoming season. So I got to bookmark that, people. That's what we call a cliffhanger in the business. I'm gonna talk about Ron Washington if you guys remind me. Um, the Angels are projected to go 75 and 87. I think that's Fangraphs. BetMGM has them at 70 and a half.
I think that's more right around where I think of them as.
I
I don't think
think
they're not like Rockies bad. Like I don't see them losing 100 games, but
they
I think
could.
they'll be close.
They really could.
What did you say it was? 70 and a half?
Yeah.
Oof. I'd take the over, but it's literally like 71 or 72 at the most.
I think I think it's under. I think we look at I think every other team in the AL West got better. I don't think they did. And I think we could look back on this at the end of the season and look at like a historically bad bullpen. And because it could get really ugly really fast and they don't really have depth to fill in. So they're just going to be trotting these guys out there. And like, I think, I don't know, man. If Mike Trout goes down, this team's just going to be so depressing. And then they're probably going to trade away Zach Neto to the Dodgers for a bat.
6 out of their 9 lineup guys were first round picks, by the way.
Then show it. Hit the damn ball.
Yeah, Josh Lowe.
I have Josh Lowe. You guys want to do a trivia question?
Yeah, let's get it over with. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. All right. This one's going to be a thinker a little bit. You're going to go back to in your time capsule.
Oh gosh.
The Angels last won the AL West in 2014. So they
Okay.
haven't won it in 12 years. Can you name the Angels starting lineup from that season as far as most games played?
Mike Trout.
That's a good guess. You're correct. Mike Trout was in the lineup.
Cole Calhoun.
Correct.
Pujols.
Correct.
2014, Chris Iannetta.
Yes. It's a crazy pull. I thought that was going to be the one of them that stumped you.
Uh, Howie Kendrick.
Howie Kendrick.
Who's a shortstop?
Eric Ibar.
Yeah.
Eric Ibar. Correct.
Was that the what year was Josh Hamilton there?
Josh
Yep, he was
Hamilton
there.
was their starting left fielder for 89 games. Just snuck in there.
The only one I'm struggling with is third. Oh, is it David Freeze?
It is David
Yep.
Freese.
So
And
then
then
there's DH.
there's DH, which I'll give you one of like three guys that it could be because the one that they have listed at DH played 79 games. They have their fourth outfielder played 106 games. You have heard of the DH. He was part of the reason why I asked this question. You guys did really well in this. I'm really impressed.
Hmm. I'm trying to eliminate early 2010 guys that aren't there, that weren't there in 2014.
You should think about the people that were there. I think that would
You're
be
right.
helpful.
Well, process of elimination.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's for all you physical science people.
They don't watch YouTube videos. They're too busy studying.
I don't think process of elimination has anything to do with physical science
No.
either, but
No.
It might. You don't know. We
yeah,
didn't pay attention.
you're right. Mr. D, Mr. D, let me know how I'm doing.
A friend of the show.
So that tells me he was either a cub or a twin.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
What year was he a Cub or a Twin?
This player was
Years?
a
Year?
Cub or a Twin in 2019.
CJ Crone.
DJ Crone.
Oh, I
And
would have
then
never I would have never gotten there.
that
And
was his rookie
then
year.
uh-huh. And then backup catcher, another friend.
Is that Drew Butera? See there?
Nope. Hank Conger.
Mm-hmm.
The old first base coach.
Mm-hmm. I really liked Hank Conger.
Yeah, they should have kept him.
Yeah. You look at some of the names on this team, man. You got Colin Cowgill, a 42-year-old Raul Ibanez, John McDonald, a childhood favorite of Randy
Ruined
Rossler.
ruined Justin Morneau's career, by the way.
We don't talk about that. Gordon Beckham, Tony Campana, John Buck, CJ Wilson. I mean, Cam Bedrosian. You should just go look at old baseball reference teams. It's really fun sometimes. Wade LeBlanc, friend Kevin Jepson. That's the Angels. Did you guys have fun?
No,
Wow.
the
Imagine not
most
having fun
exciting part
hanging with
was
your
the
buddies.
trivia question.
Logan has checked out and is on Twitter. That is where he is at with the Angels.
That is exactly what I'm doing right now.
Next episode, we are going to be having a lot more fun with a team that has a lot of more potential and could actually do some things. We're going to be talking about the Baltimore Orioles next. And I think that one could get pretty contentious a little bit because they could go one way or they could go very far the other way. So until next time, we'll see you guys there.